Okay, so last but not least, the fourth one that we went to visit, you might freak out, you might not. It's actually the Eunice Williams Bridge. Yeah, Eunice Williams Bridge. Now, I've heard stuff about it, like, you know, some ghost woman has been killed with her baby in the water by some Indian or something like that, and that the place is haunted, and this and that, and apparently it's the most well-known one. So we went there. Before we went there, we actually went to a restaurant to eat first, and then all of us were, well, there was two cars like the other ones too. Basically, give me a second. This was me in the car. Do not make fun of my drawing. I don't know if you can tell. Probably really crappy drawing. I wish I could. Okay. Okay, so this was my sister here. She was one of the front seats. There was Pi, and she was the girl driving. There was me, and I was next to a really weird-looking Italian woman. I've never met her before. She was just really creepy and weird in general. And then there was Dan right here. He's also normal compared to me. So, both of us were the normal ones. Them two were... Well, usually my sister kept saying, oh, I'm a spiritualist, I'm a medium, and this and that. And this chick said the same thing, but she was probably more creepier because she really did not say much at all. She just had a creepy vibe to her, really. Now, Pi was the normal one. She was pretty much the one that just acted completely normal, but usually she was the one that freaked out the most. So anyways, back to the story. So like I said, we actually went to eat before we went there, and then we got into separate cars. I was in that car, while, you know, there was two other people. She just had a creepy vibe to her. Like, she never said a word. She was always in the corner. Like, I didn't really feel like she was normal. Anyways, and then the other guy standing next to me, Dan, he was pretty much the normal one. He was like, this is nothing. Nothing's gonna happen. I don't know why they're freaking out about, and this and that. And I was agreeing with him, like, yep, you're right. Maybe it's nothing. Alright, so, actually, a couple minutes before we got there, there's actually a road. There was two roads. We got into an intersection where it was basically like this. This one led to the bridge, and then this one led to a different road. Now the girl driving, which was Pi, she decided to take the other road because she was looking on a GPS, and she was like, oh, maybe it's on this road. So we go on the second road, and then my sister, who had the GPS on her phone, she's like, hey, we're going the wrong way, turn around, and this and that. While the two of them were arguing, something flew, like, out of the wooded area and hit the car, and I'm pretty sure it was some kind of bird, some kind of owl, a falcon, I don't know, maybe a raven. It was in the middle of the night. It could have been anything. So, I know it was a bird because I saw it, like I literally saw something from the corner of my eye because the other girl was also next to the window. And it literally hits her, like, her side of the window, and it goes, wah! And then we all freak out. We're just like, okay, something hit the car. I'm pretty sure I just saw a bird hit the car, and then the girl driving was like, my car, this and that. So she stops the car, and then we all get out. And then my sister's like, oh, what did we hit? And I told her, oh, I saw a bird hit us, or something hit us. And then she's like, oh, maybe we ran over and this and that. I'm like, no, I think it flew away because I don't see it. So that was one thing that we all freaked out about, because we're like, okay, we literally felt something hit the car and then just vanish out of nowhere. And then the girl next to me that was Italian, she was like, I knew it. Something was gonna hit the car. I knew this was gonna happen. And then me and everyone else was like, okay, yeah, okay. And this and that. So then we all forget about it for a while. And then we take the other lane, which was the right lane, to go to the bridge. Now, when we finally get to the bridge, we waited on the corner of it because the other people weren't there yet. We basically got there before anyone else did. So we stayed there for like maybe 30 minutes, almost an hour, just staying in one little area and waiting till the other car came. Obviously, the girl next to me, she was acting even weirder than she did before. She was literally like opening the door and vomiting out of the car, and I didn't know what was wrong with her. She kept telling the girl driving, she was like, hey, park the car somewhere else far away. I can't be next to the stuff and this and that. And she was literally like vomiting out of the car, which really freaked me out. And I was like, okay, she's sitting next to me, like, what's going on with her? And then apparently my sister started doing the same, not really doing the same thing, but she was freaking out even more, and she kept saying, oh, I feel something here, and this and that. And then the guy next to me, he was like, hey, calm down, guys, we're just in one little area, nothing is gonna happen. So finally, when the other people come, we all go together in the bridge, we stand outside of the bridge, and actually, I was going to take a picture, but I actually never got to take the picture of the outside of the bridge. Because apparently this is why everyone started an argument. Apparently, since there was 5 of us in the car, well, my car anyways, the car that we were in, 4 of us got out. So then the girl driving, Pi, was the only one in the car. She stayed by herself while all of us were out of the car, and apparently she was talking to herself. And I saw her do this. Like, I looked back in the car and she was talking to herself, and I was like, maybe she thinks one of us is behind the car or something. I don't know. It was weird. And then, like a couple minutes later, I hear her yelling. I hear her go, ah! And then we all look back at her and we're like, wait, what's wrong? And she's like, I swear to God, there was someone inside the car talking to me. And we're like, dude, we're all outside. You saw us get out of the car. And she's like, well, I thought one of you was behind me talking to me because I heard someone talking to me and this and this and that. She starts freaking out like crazy. And then we're like, we were all outside. You're the only one in the car. How do you not know? And she's like, well, I was talking to someone. I thought it was one of you guys. Blah, blah, blah. And she starts freaking out like crazy. So then, me and the Dan guy, we kept getting closer to the bridge. And closer and closer. Everyone else was like, they were freaking out. And they were going super far away from it. But me and Dan just kept going near the bridge. And then we're like, this isn't scary. Come on, let's go all the way to the bridge till we see the water and everything. And everyone's like, no. Don't go there. It's a bad idea. Come back and this and that. Now here's something creepy. Apparently somebody took a photo of me. Like, basically my back is showing, but like they were trying to take a photo of the bridge, but it was my back showing in the photo, and apparently I was glowing in the photo. I saw it, and it's pretty creepy, and it could have been the car lights. I don't know. It was pretty creepy. Anyways, that's just one thing. I do not have a photo. My other friend has a photo. But anyways. So then me and Dan kept getting closer and closer, and we wanted to take a really good photo, but then everyone's like, oh, a car's coming, get inside the car and let's leave and this and that. So we all run back to the car. When we're in the car, actually, the girl driving decides to go through the bridge, like literally inside of the bridge and out the other way. Because the car that was behind us, that just went past us, did the same thing. They literally just went straight past us and then went in the bridge, and we're like, hey, let's go that direction, so we did it. So when we go that direction, apparently what's funny is that everyone freaked out because they're like, oh, we're inside the bridge, something creepy's about to happen. Well, I started laughing because when we went inside the bridge, next to the bridge, like in the opening sign, somebody left a pumpkin there. I thought it was hilarious. Because there was a pumpkin with a smiley face on it. Like somebody left it for Halloween or something, and I thought that was hilarious. And when I saw that, I even took like a slight photo, and you can see a pumpkin in the photo, even though it's kind of blurry, but I still took it. And it's so funny. Like, the minute I saw that pumpkin, I was like, okay, this is pretty funny. Someone thought this was a joke and put this here, so. Enough about that. I will show you the photos and just a couple of the photos that I took when we were in the bridge, and you can also see the photo of the pumpkin, so here you go.